So you guys have to wait very long?
We registered online, so we didn't have to wait.
All right.
Only, is this person moving or not?
I would say let's go. We'll go by them. Let's watch out for the pedestrians.
Anyway, we registered online several days ago, only to get here to find out your system wasn't working, and I had to register again.
Oh, that's too bad.
And it took appreciably longer. What is this vehicle?
That's a handicapped vehicle.
I see. Somebody whacked that one too, huh?
It happens. All right. So you're good to go into the roadway.
Thank you.
And we'll just maintain this left-hand lane.
Am I in neutral?
Nope, you are now. Going to drive. There you go.
Do you know the horsepower of the engine?
Yep. Let's just maintain this lane.
Oh, you want to stay
Yep.
here?
Maintain this lane. This is 510 horsepower. What's the torque on our big engine? I think our torque on the big is like 460 foot-pounds of torque. And it's got the auto start stop, right? Because the engine's stopped now, but then we start putting a bit of a load on the engine and it starts itself back up. So it's permanent four-wheel drive, right? So we're always driving the front and rear axle in this vehicle. It's not the same as all-wheel drive, because all-wheel drive quite often is a vehicle that is mostly front-wheel drive as it drives around the road, and it only goes into all-wheel drive if wheels start to slip, or maybe you're maneuvering the vehicle, you know, on a twisty road, or you're really hard on the accelerator, really hard on the brakes. Sometimes that will engage the all-wheel drive system, where we're always driving the front axle and the rear axle. So we have 3 differentials in this vehicle. We have a front, center, and rear differential.
Can you lock it?
Yep, they lock themselves, actually. I'll bring up my 4x4 screen here. Very in on this one. There we go.
We have about, what, 7 or 8 inches of clearance?
We have about 8 inches of clearance, yep. So right now our center and rear differential locks are totally open because we're just, you know, driving on normal road. Now if we use our terrain response system and select something like grass, gravel, snow, or mud and ruts, or rock crawl mode, those differentials will tend to lock up more and more aggressively. But they also, the really good thing is that when you put some steering input, they will unlock, right? So you don't induce any understeer in the vehicle.
So the computer's regular.
Computer's regular. So it's already partially locked up the rear diff, because we're at a stop. It's going to give us a little bit of rear diff lock. So when we get on the gas pedal, we're efficiently putting that power to either side of the vehicle. It just makes the vehicle more stable more of the time. The sun's coming in low now, hey?
Yeah, I love living here. We live about 50 miles from here.
Oh yeah.
You sound Canadian.
I am Canadian.
I'll take Jubilar's place.
Yeah, I live up in Vancouver, British Columbia.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
For you.
Yeah. So we're going to go down to 8th Street and then we'll make a left turn.
Right.
You know what that is?
Yeah.
Perfect.
Is it comfortable back there, Katie?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, comfortably enough.
Yeah.
So what do you guys normally drive?
I have a Cadillac.
Oh, no kidding. What year?
I have an old one.
Oh, even better, I think, huh?
It's a rocket ship.
Really? Like with the fins and everything? Or a CTS
No, let
type?
me just put it this way.
Oh.
If you touch the gas, you're gone.
Oh, okay. So it's North Star.
Yeah, it's got
All
North Star.
right. So we'll make a left turn at this light here. Yeah, those things put out some big horsepower.
Not only that, they have the torque, they have the ride.
Yeah.
And they're not, you know, what I've watched with these over the years, we wanted to get one, but they depreciate so rapidly. Are we going to go left?
We're going to go left on Folsom, yes, sir. Yeah.
But they drop like a rock. Now this has got to be loaded. It's got to be 120, isn't it?
I think this one's about 103 or one. Yeah, it's not. It doesn't like have massaging seats, and there's a few things it doesn't have. So it's going to be just
loaded.
over 100,000.
Yeah.
Which is
but by the time you pay tax and license, that's another
yeah.
11%. So
yeah.
there's another 11. And then within 5 years, I mean, it's $40,000 if you're lucky.
Yeah. But you know, they sell every single one of them they can.
Golly.
They sell every single one.
Oh,
Same with
good.
Jaguars. Hey, they just sell. They just can't keep them in the showroom.
That's good.
Yeah, it is good.
You know,
Yeah.
when Ford owned it, you know, of course, Ford was probably responsible for a lot of the styling. It's still
Yeah,
exists today.
absolutely. Yeah, and design, because you know, people think, oh, well, Tata owns it now. This is a Tata. Well, no,
Correct.
because you know, you got to backtrack many years of engineering, and design workups.
No, you
know,
got to go back 8
before
or
it's-
10 years.
Yeah,
because-
exactly. Yeah,
And a lot of people don't understand that. They think that somebody buys it, they're buying the IP.
yeah, yes,
So-
that's right. Yeah.
Ford's the one that poured all the money into
They did.
it.
Ford was very. I mean, I've been around since 2002 with Land Rover doing
Yeah.
this job for them, and Ford was very good for.
Oh yeah,
very
deep
very
pockets.
Good. Yeah, deep pockets.
To bail them out. I mean, they were gonna collapse.
Yeah, yeah. Plus Ford's business lines, and they're, you know, I mean, you know, people slam the domestic, but they're really good for Land Rover, bringing in, you know, better quality control, better business lines coming in for, you know, suppliers to our supply lines and things
Oh,
like
sure.
that. That's where we started using Denso electronics and Steyr rear ends, and you know, that kind of thing. So they were very good for us, and you know,
Is that plastic?
it's plastic with leather on top of it.
Is it real wood?
Yeah, any wood in a Land Rover is real wood.
Yeah. Well, that is really nerve-wracking when that thing goes off like that. So how do you adjust the mirror? It's not moving at all.
See the two little buttons on either side? Push one button, there you
Oh,
go,
I see.
and there you go, you got it.
I think that's what happened is the mirror wasn't adjusted.
Yeah.
And I didn't see him there.
Oh yeah, it's a busy street. There's always
Oh yeah, this is
stuck and down.
trying to do something like this here is problematic.
Yeah, that's why we get paid the big bucks.
So what's this get like a gas mileage wise? It's got to get 0 around town because we're not going anywhere.
Yeah, exactly.
16 on the highway or
Realistically, between 16 and 19 miles per gallon. I mean, I've driven these a lot over the years, and this particular one, and I mean, I've reached like 20 just cruising down the highway with, you know, really
If you
moderate
set the
throttle
cruise
input.
control.
Yeah, exactly. But you know, that's pretty rare. I mean, it's a fairly large vehicle with lots of systems on it, so you know, 17 is probably realistic. You know, in the city, I'm sure it's going to be like 14 or 15, like you said.
Oh, I doubt it's
You know?
going to be that.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, here you're getting 0 miles to the gallon.
Yeah.
We're not going anywhere.
Yeah, but don't forget with start-stop, right? We save quite a bit of fuel on that, especially over this type of driving.
It says here that we've averaged 7 miles per hour.
7 miles per hour, yes, yeah.
In a normal car, you know, it might be 30, 32
Well,
miles.
that's average speed. That's not average mileage.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Well, this shows I'm going 3 miles an hour in a 30 mile zone. I like
This
that.
guy's
I
going
like that.
faster backwards.
Yeah, I like the heads up.
Yeah, I do too. Especially actually if you're using nav as well, because it gives you the turn-by-turn information, which is nice to have. If you're, especially if you're not familiar with your city, with where you're driving, you can really keep your head up that way.
Is it comfortable back there, honey?
Mm-hmm.
Are you filming us back there?
Yep.
Well, she sat in the back seat of the Cadillac. I had to take her brother to work.
Ah,
And so he sat in that bucket seat, and I sat here, and she sat in the back. And then after he got out, she just stayed back there. I said, "Oh, you
Ah.
want me to chauffeur you?"
yes,
So
of course.
okay, well, it's got the torque.
Oh,
That
yeah.
proved it right
Let's
there.
get up the torque.
So you brought, like, you have 6 cars with you? Or?
I don't know how many we do have in total. They all come from, they're all put in transport trucks and shipped all over the place, right? They're all from our port in New Jersey, so.
Wow.
Well, we have.
Where are they manufactured then?
They're manufactured in England.
Still.
Yeah. So the reason they all have New Jersey plates is because that's our port for
No, I understand.
north, right? So then we put them on the trucks and drive them around and.
Are these tweeters up here?
Yeah. Yeah, tweeters, voice coils.
What is that?
Oh, that's just for upper and lower.
Oh, I see.
And again, it's just got an upper one. And the traffic starts, hey?
Look at the gasoline prices here. Wow.
Is that expensive?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we just had a gas tax kick in, I think it was November 1st. It's an extra 16 cents a gallon
Oh, well, that's quite a bit.
for infrastructure.
Yeah,
You never see it. They just reposition it into something else. But that's expensive. I think by us, like an Arco, Atlantic Richville, or Costco would be about $3 a gallon.
Oh yeah,
That's
okay, so that's quite a bit.
Yeah, it's just a matter of time before electrics and alternative fuels. So what is Land Rover going to do about alternative fuel vehicles?
Well,
Or electric vehicles?
2019 we'll have this vehicle and the Range Rover Sport in plug-in electric vehicle hybrids.
Okay.
So that'll be available next year.
Okay.
I haven't seen one or test drove one or seen any specs on it, but it will be a hybrid unit that you can plug in.
Well, we've driven the Tesla X.
Oh yeah, yeah.
That's a rocket.
Oh, yeah,
you
I know.
talk about a rocket ship.
Yeah.
I mean, 1-speed
Electric
transmission. None of these, 10 speeds or anything.
Yeah,
but
well, we're 9 speeds in this, right?
Yeah,
So
1-speed transmission, instant power.
Yep.
And I watched they've introduced that semi truck of theirs.
Yeah, I haven't seen the
Did you
video, but I've
watch
seen
that?
Yeah.
The 0 to 60 speed on that great big semi is 5 seconds flat.
Wow.
0 to 60. There are cars that don't go.
There's hauling the mail.
Seconds.
Yeah, exactly.
And if you are pulling an 80,000 pound trailer, it's like, I think it was 15 or 16 seconds.
Right.
Well, the 0 to 60 speed on a Peterbilt or a Kenworth or a Volvo, they're about 15 seconds empty.
Yeah.
And full, they're like 45 or 50 seconds.
Yeah. And you're working it. You're getting through those gears,
this
right?
is one gear.
Yeah.
And then the range is 620 miles on one charge. I couldn't believe it. Tell him we'll be there next week.
Go for Paul.
Just checking your ETA.
We're at 4th
Fourth
and Folsom.
Thank you.
And this is a test set, not a test drive.
Yeah, we kind of expected that.
So what is this?
Those are that's the antenna and the senders for the Bluetooth headphones
I see.
that are in the back seat there.
I see. You're going to change your name to Job.
Joe?
Job, yeah, patience.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's part of this job, that's for sure.
You've been doing these test drives for 15 years.
Actually, it's the first time we've done we've supported car shows. But yeah, wonderful. And we usually do off-road stuff. Usually our stuff is all off-roads, either a track we built or natural off-road. But we do some road drives, over the years. That's for sure. It's just all part of putting people in the seat there and trying to give them more information than they might get from a dealership experience. Although you'd have a longer drive at a dealership if you want to get on the highway, et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah, that's what you
But
want.
yeah, exactly. But we have a lot more sort of in-depth knowledge on the vehicle and this driving dynamics. So that is usually showed off in an off-road environment, which we'll be doing in LA.
This is all electronic.
Yeah, that's right. And you can sort of modify it a little bit, either color-wise or put it what you call a spotlight mode. So it's a little bit spotlight mode now where the bright part of the gauge will follow the needle.
They're all going through it. They stopped and
Yeah,
then
they went through. Yeah.
We would have made it if he had kept going.
Yeah, well,
Crazy.
that's all right. I'm not
Okay,
a rush.
we're in the backside anyways.
Oh yeah, there's no rush. No rush at all. We got lots of cars and driver instructors.
Can you find a classical station so I can
Yeah, it doesn't look like we have satellite right now. Is it? Is it on? Maybe I don't think we have satellite reception right now. I guess because of the building. So otherwise, I would. So if you want to get out of that, you just push the cursor on the side there of your. There you go.
I see.
Yeah, no, we haven't got satellite right now.
I wanted to see the gas mileage. And
Oh.
I figured one of these has got to
Yeah,
be the
that
gas mileage.
vehicle information I think has the gas mileage in there.
That's what I was looking for. But
Yeah, it won't be in there because that's vehicle setup where you are. Yeah. It's pretty tough to get a good gas mileage reading when you have like
No, you're going to get
15
3
different
miles.
people because some
No,
people
you're
are
gonna
hammering the
go
gas, some people
3
are like,
miles to the
yeah,
gallon.
yeah.
I usually drive like I have an eggshell, but I wanted to see what the
Yeah, that's the way to-
acceleration was when we had that straight line there. And I knew I wasn't going to get it over 30 miles an hour. So.
And we'll grab the left-hand lane and we'll make a left turn at the lights.
So how many people lease these versus purchase them?
I don't know. I really don't know. I'm not in the sales side of things apart from taking people on drives.
What's this?
Oh, that's just a power port. It used to be a cigarette
Oh,
lighter,
I
but of
see.
course that's passé these days, having a cigarette lighter in the vehicle. So, and you can just shut that. It's just a little spring-loaded device.
The seats are air conditioned or?
Yeah, air conditioned and heated, and this doesn't have the massaging option, but there's also a massage option. I don't know why you'd have a Range Rover without massaging seats as well, but anyway.
No, if you're going to drive, you may as well.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I mean, they're very comfortable seats. I mean, I may need a psychologist after a week of doing this, but I've never needed a chiropractor. So.
You got a good sense of humor.
Oh yeah, you better have one. I hope we go hard left in here. Yeah, you guys.
Nice.
Yeah,
Nice.
perfect. And let's go.